So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that takes us from second to third down. Now it's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's a give to Lindsey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Something to watch here in week one of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A throw out wide to QT, complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
This Jacksonville unit really struggled to get to the quarterback in 2020. Just 18 sacks as a team. Only Cincinnati had fewer. Remember, they used to be known as Saxonville. They want to get back to those ways here in 2021.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left.
Open man there is Collins, complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Texans' new punter for 2021, Cameron Johnston, on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. At their own 28-yard line.
Down. 15 times 69. Check back.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
On play action, Lawrence.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
Lawrence to Shark, first down, Jacksonville.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jaguars. Go! 60 all. Take 3.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Robinson. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. There's Manhurts, the tight end.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another completion there. We think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Now to return, this is David Johnson.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jones has it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And they'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now here's Johnson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Malcolm Brown at $3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Watson now to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Watson. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans cut into that lead. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, You put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And a rout is on here in this first half. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Screen play, Johnson. Fights through, and now a crease. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by the rookie, Andre Sisco.
And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Hey, Mike 7.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again.
His throw incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Open man is Trey Burton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Carlos Hyde. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Johnson now returning.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, Lindsey. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here we go on 4th. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers. If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, it's Robinson, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Robinson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're built.
Now the ball comes loose, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean,
got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy there to make the grab.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead will swell by one more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run it now with Robinson. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Jaguars. Trey Burton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Dwayne Smoot in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Watson off play action. This is caught. It's Cooks. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
They'll rumble for about 6, up across the 20 to the 22. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
No. Watch the edge. Hey, you got to snap it.
A handoff, Lindsey running left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw is Watson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. On the return, it's King. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because
And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll lose yardage here back at the 41. It was Shaq Lawson there. He'll get credit for the tackle for loss. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.